Hello, everybody. My name is Andrea, and I am driving today to let you know what you need to know about senior driving. First thing you need to know, our topic will be senior driving. The first thing you need to know is the stop sign. What does the stop sign mean? The stop sign means that you're supposed to stop. That's a stop. Look if you need to, you should, and then you can go. I know there'll be a lot of people in the back, they're going to intimidate you. Why? Because they don't like to stop at stop sign. They yield, or they don't even yield sometimes. Isn't that right, honey?
That's true. They just go right straight through.
Just go straight through, but not you. You're going to do what is right to do as a senior driving. Drive the speed limit. That's another problem. Some people don't like you driving the speed limit. They'll drive 10, 15 miles on the freeway, especially on the Beltway. Don't let them intimidate you. You drive the speed limit. That's what's comfortable for you, right? The next thing is, before you drive off, look at your dashboard and find out what you need to turn on before you start driving. Because as you get up there in age, you can't do all those 3 or 4 things at a time, right? So you'll look at your dashboard. Okay, I want the heat on, I want the radio on, I want my favorite channel, my favorite station. All of that should be done before you stop driving, okay? And the next thing you need to remember is the importance of, did I mention the seatbelt? Well, that's the first thing. Say it again,
doesn't matter.
That's the first thing. Put your seatbelt on, okay? And whatever else you need to put it on before you drive out, okay? Anything else you think of, honey?
Well, that's about it for preliminary driving type of things. Make sure that all of your vehicle functions are working properly. Your brake lights are working, your turn signals work, your headlights work. You need to know where those switches are for those things before it gets dark. When it gets dark, it's not a good time to hunt around to try to figure out where your switches and everything is. You should know those things by heart so you can just reach for them and turn them on without even looking.
That's right. If I haven't driven in a long time, I forget, and as in rain, I forget where the rain windshield wiper. So yes, honey, you're right. To know and turn them on before. I tend to drive during the afternoon because it's less cars. And look, everybody that's listening, that's not part of the senior, we, in fact, like to drive during the day, about 11 to about 2 o'clock. That's our time. So we'd appreciate it if you stay off the road at that time. How about that? That's the time we drive. And we prefer not to drive at night for many reasons. Things don't look the same. To me, it don't look the same. My husband's obviously the better driver than I am. He's my chauffeur and my cameraman. So he'll tell me that. Now, ordinarily, when I drive in a parking space, I drive like to the grocery store. I will drive straight through so I can always see what's in front of me. I prefer not to go backwards. But if I had to, see, look at me now. I'm looking for stuff. Drive backwards. I bought a car. I call it my senior car, because when I drive backwards, I can actually see what's in back of me. That's a good thing, especially for me. That's one of the features I like about this car, is that you can drive backwards and you can see what's in back of you. Right? Put your headlights on during the rain. Is that right, honey?
That's the law in Maryland.
That's the law in Maryland.
Anytime that it rains, your wipers and your headlights are supposed to be on.
Now, I've been to other countries driving. No, actually, that's not true. My husband drives to other country because the steering wheel is on the opposite side of ours, and I kind of get confused, especially when we get on their beltway. In some countries, they don't seem to have a speed limit. And so I prefer not to drive that fast. There's your yield sign, your yield sign. And that means you can slow down. Somebody in back of me, a sports car, I'm sure they're not liking me stopping at a yield sign. But that yield sign means you can slow down and see what's to the right or to the left of you. All right? Anything else about driving?
Well, I think that pretty much covers it.
One other thing, baby, is that you're going to have to give up your license sooner or later. So prepare for it. There's all kinds of ways to prepare for it. Maybe you would get a partner or companion that can drive for you. Your children, you know they're not going to have time to be driving for you. So you better plan for that. You also need to, what's there? Seniors transportation. There's, what's the name? Uber. There's about 5 different things that I've come up as it relates to when I have to stop driving. You're going to have to give it up. My mother-in-law, was hard for her to give it up, and she was in her 90s until something happened. We don't know what, but she called her son, Teddy, my hubby, and said, come pick up the car. I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to drive, and here's my license. Drive anymore. Here's my license. Something happened. Trust and believe something happened. So those are some of the things. It's not all of them. You probably have a list yourself. Sometime, please take the time to go to my website, AndreaChapman.net, and there's a button that says contact.
Senior Moments.
Senior Moments. Well, the contact is to tell me some other things that you have to be conscious of when driving. I prefer to drive with 2 hands now. I don't do any wheelies anymore. Not that I ever did. But it's important. The motorcycles and the bicycles drive me stone crazy because they come out of nowhere and they think everybody sees them. So I try to drive as safe as I can. I know the rules now that I'm older. I try to obey those rules. And you will too. Again, my name is Andrea. There's Ted in the background. Honey, anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
That's it. And we thank you for listening. And please contact us. We would love to hear from you. There's a lot of interesting things on my website besides Senior Moments. Thank you for listening.